After Cebu, I took a pretty easy week and recovered properly, and then really just doing some final touches with the training. I didn't have to push it all that much because I knew the fitness was reasonably good, and last year I think I pushed it too much after Cebu and ended up in a slightly overtrained state. So got here 6 days ago. I went to Noosa instead of staying right in Mooloolaba and got to know the course reasonably well. I think it's a great course. And I think the race will play out. If the water's fairly calm, it'll probably be quite a big group for that first 20 or 30 kilometres, and if Drites could likely split up the race early on. And then once we get into the hills and a bit more technical riding, I think the race will start to break into sort of groups of 3 to 6, or and then on the run everyone will probably start. It'll be just a strongman's game, I imagine, like it often is in these races. You won't have to run crazy fast. It'll just be a matter of still being reasonably fresh off the bike and putting together a solid run. It's hard to plan too far ahead because I guess you're so focused on the next race that sometimes it's just tunnel vision towards that. Also, it'll depend on how this race goes. I'd love to I'd love to get on the podium here. If I had a great race and felt like I ticked off a really good swim, bike, run, then it might be time for me to just focus more on Kona next year. I think splitting my attention between the two. Physically, I think it's possible, but for some people, like I find it's quite emotionally draining trying to do both, and also quite hard on the family. So next year, I think we'll probably see, but it could just be a focus on Kona next year.
Okay.